significant changes other than we are going to strive to return to the open and sport format. Last year we did the D format. The only difference in that is if our challenge is we didn't have any open skiers that could do the gigantic jumps and lightning fast horses of old. And so sometimes in the evolution you push reset. So we'll likely bring the jumps down just a little bit this year, and kind of start over, grooming the sport guys into their open roles and freeing the sport up for more of our newcomers and first timers. It seems like we're seeing more and more of each year. So that'll be interesting. Still same match draw format, kids event afterwards, first horse high noon, national anthem 11:45, and it seems like there's more every year, which is neat. Not all of them hold traction or have stay power, but the diversity of events and coming soon to a small town near you in the mountains of the west and the north, and Canadians are doing it. It's kind of cool to see it evolve. Yeah, it's something that's a growing concern. Competitive events the same weekend.
Mm-hmm.
The later in the season you go, then
Right.
sometimes, watched our good friend Nick Burry do something to his shoulder that prevented him from moving it the rest of the weekend.
Oh
So
no.
he's hurt. Jerry Kissel, our longtime Leadville local veteran favorite, hurt himself pretty good up in Saratoga,
Oh
but
no.
got clearance from Doc and his PT and his wife. He's gonna be here for I think his 30th some odd lap. Jerry's 62 years old. That to me is just crazy. And he's debating whether he's going to compete in the open or the sport. Like, well, why don't you just come see? And once you see the track, then you can decide for yourself which one's the best one for you. And that's what we're telling a lot of folks this year. Like, don't be scared of the open. They're not going to be as big as they were in the past. We'll
How big will
responsibly.
those jumps be?
I can't say for certain, but we reached a level with a very upper echelon of a handful, 4 or 5 guys that were crazy enough, strong enough, brave enough, tough enough, and experienced enough to do that. They didn't just start there; they grew to that height. And so we're going to do some reset to help groom the veteran sport competitors to the next level. It helps avoid it helps them avoid sometimes drawing a newbie when there's a more consistent class of competitor. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I'm just curious for historic sake, how tall some of those big jumps were back in the day when Joe was even building the course. You know.
Yeah, I know I've seen them 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
I've heard that they approached 10 feet. I don't know that I ever
Yeah.
even saw the biggest ones.
Yeah.
But when I bragged up our totally awesome event, it was typically a 4 to 6 foot sport and 8 to 10 foot open jumps to flat. But then that also is, to your point, in today's diversity of competitor, not a lot of other jump events are doing a format like Leadville anymore. It used to be that way, where what Leadville did was mimicked elsewhere, whether it was Silverton or Red River, New Mexico, or Minturn, Colorado. And now you're seeing a much more diverse round track, many events without rings, very few with batons ever, which is cool. It's really neat. Reinforces why here in Leadville we're going to try to stay, even if it's archaically Stone Age. This is the nucleus and what works here in our arena and draws just the size crowds that this town needs that time of year.